So good morning guys, how are you doing today? So guys, we have done I just done doing the cleaning, and as you can see guys, there's a bit of change again. Remember, I've changed the feeders. As you can see right now, we are using the the full feeder now, and I've done around 18 I've done 18 kgs, so that I don't have to strain a lot coming and checking their feeds. Remember, in terms of feed, you don't at this stage we give them more than they need, so that they can take whatever they need. So today there's no mortality. We still have our small one over here. There she is, very tiny, but at least active. And the other one I told you yesterday is also somewhere around, very active, running, jumping up and down. So now the next thing we are going to do is to lift the drinkers, although not now, maybe from tomorrow we'll be lifting the drinkers. Remember, they're still on the floor, on the lid I mean. So we'll lift them using one container lid, so that it be a bit tall, but not so tall. We normally use the lid. I believe you've seen in our previous videos, but I'll show you how we do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Remember, next week we are on day 13th. We'll be doing our first vaccine, which is Newcastle. So as I normally tell you, we do after 13 days Newcastle, then 7 days after 13 days, that is 20 days, we do the second vaccine, of which is Gumboro, but it depends. We normally skip it most of the time. So today I'm going to leave them this way. The Jiko is still on. I'm going to leave the light on, but I'm not going to cover the brooder. I'll just leave it the way it is, as you can see, because we are trying to introduce another climate to them, so that they can not just depend on one climate. Remember, we are now on our way to getting out of brooder, because we don't brood them for that long. Brooder normally, the most important part is the first 3 days, and remember today we are on day 6th. So as you can see, they are big, no longer tiny again. They are bright. As you can see, they have bright eyes. That means they are doing fine. Let me just check their weight. 1 minute. Let me tilt the camera so that you can be able to see there. So we'll just pick randomly. That is 130, 130, 115. So it's not bad. They are doing fine. So remember, we are today on Saturday, so we still have tomorrow Sunday. But I believe on Monday, if we check, we'll get roughly 180 or 180 something or 200. So that means they are converting their feeds properly. That's what we need. So remember, when they came in, most of them were 35 grams and 40 grams. The highest was 40 grams. But now we are at 130, 115. So they are doing good. Also, we normally check with the feeds how many kgs they have consumed, so that we multiply. So right now I'm not going to do that calculation, but we normally calculate the total feeds consumed, and then we calculate the total number of weight kg. Right now, as I was measuring, I'll total the number, then do the average, get the average, and then we compare that average. If let's say, for example, the average is 110, then we check the feed consumption per bird, which means if they have consumed 120, then we have a conversion ratio of 10, which is good, because that means we've only lost around 10 grams, which is good. So, or sometimes you might find the feed consumed per bird is less than 110, maybe it's 105, and we have 110, so that means we are doing much better. So since I'm done, I'll just go out. I need to remove this. Let me show you what I do outside. So I'm going to open this so that we get a clean, fresh air coming in. Remember, whether it's cold, we have the Jiko lit, so there won't be any problem or any challenge with them. So there we go. So this is how they are going to stay. We have the opening, and we have this side, although light is on. And remember, we did our litter, we added litters a few days ago. I think that was on day 5, so yesterday. So today they are going to stay this way. Tomorrow we'll start increasing the size of the brooder, and then once we increase the size of the brooder, we reshuffle the litter, then put more litter so that they have much fresher litter. So since we are done this side, so I'm going to go the other side. I'm going to remove all the drinkers, all the items that are in that the other room. I'm going to remove all of them except the plywoods. So I'm going to remove all of them, put them this side. Before that, I'll pour some water over here so that once I remove them, then I can pour at least 2-3 buckets over there. Then we leave it that way. As we wait for this to be collected, remember we have this this manure. So right now they are no longer manure. They are no longer litters or wood shavings. They are manure, which needs to be removed. So once we remove them, I'll do pour some water over there, because that's the only place I've not poured water, but the rest I've poured to the maximum. So just hold, let me pour, and then I'll show you how we do it, or let me just pour as you keep watching. So guys, as you can see, we are done, and I've done 2 buckets this side, 3 buckets I think this side. So I'll just leave it this way so that it can dry up. Then we do the sweeping again. Then we can now finish with the disinfection, spraying I mean. Remember, you have a sprayer over there. So guys, something I learned some time back. Remember when we are building this, I didn't have the knowledge I have right today. So we were just building, and then I noticed our floor is not well drained. It's supposed to be draining water going from the back to the door, but as you can see, it's going back to the back. So it's not draining outside. That's why I normally pour water, but it's not a problem. Both these banders, this scoop and this one, even you can see this one, I poured water, but it's kind of coming back to the back side. The other side is okay. So this water is supposed to be draining from this end going to this end. Same with this one. Should be draining from this end going to this end, but that's not the case. And when we realized that, we just decided to leave it that way, because the only thing we need is to do our production. This bird doesn't need any fancy thing. As long as they are not rained on, they get their food, they are protected from any predator, so they're okay. That's why we decided just to leave it the way it is. We'll do a renovation, but not today, and not tomorrow, not next year. Even remember when we are doing the roof, remember we did the roof last year, but we never touched on the floor. The only floor we made proper was this one, brooding. Our brooder is draining water going to from the back end to the front end. So this side is okay, but this side we just have to manage the way it is. So that's how it was built. So next time we are doing any project of such kind, make sure you check on your water draining system, so that you don't have water clogging backward. It should be going outside, so that if it's going outside, you can just splash water, remove all the dust going outside. But this in our case, you can't do that. So just make sure you take note of that. So guys, since I'm done, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, thank you so much for your support. We don't take it for granted. As you can see, right now we are at around 329. We hope to clock at least 500 before the end of the year, God willing. So thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.